Good morning, Girl Scouts. Miss Katie here. Happy Tuesday. Today we are doing Brownie Home Scientist Step 4. We're doing bubble lamps in a bag. So I'll give you guys a second to get settled and then we will go ahead and get started. Brownie Home Scientist Step 4, make something bubble up. That's what it is. Bubble lamp in a bag. It's going to be really fun. Or lava lamps in a bag. So come on in. Let's see, there we go. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, let's see. Give a couple people a chance to hop on. Good morning. I see some eyes popping up. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Like I said, we are doing Brownie Home Scientist Step 4, make something bubble up, and we're doing bubble lamps in a bag. So today we're going to be studying the chemistry of oil and water, and we're going to be making a bubbly chemical reaction together. So it's going to be pretty neat. So I will kind of go through and tell you guys everything you need for this experiment. Let's see, so you need sandwich bags, particularly the size works well for this experiment. You need vegetable oil. You will need paper towels to clean up your mess. You need antacid tablets. Let me pull up the exact number because this is specific. So you need antacid tablets containing 1,000 milligrams of citric acid and 1,916 milligrams of sodium bicarbonate. If you don't use that specific number with this won't work. So try to get that specifically. You will need food coloring. I have blue today. And when I'm done with this first step of the experiment, I'll do it using a highlighter, and I'll show you that later, but it's going to be really cool. Towels for messes, because this might get a little messy. Okay, I think that's everything. Oh, I'm sorry, you need 1/2 cup of water, and then specifically 1½ cups of the vegetable oil that I showed you. If you have a black light, that'll be super cool, but I don't have one today. Okay, I think we are good to go. Okay, Brownie Home Scientist Step 4, make something bubble up. And like I said, today we're studying the chemistry of oil and water. So it's pretty well known that oil and water don't mix well together. I don't know if you've ever noticed how water, when it's together, it kind of beads up. But oil doesn't do that. Oil is not attracted to water molecules. So when you mix them together, they always separate. And oil typically rises to the top. So today we're going to be kind of tinkering with that idea. And it's going to be really cool. So, I guess I'll go ahead and hop in. So the first thing you want to do is you want to gather all your materials. Got mine here. Let's see. Okay, get your bag. I already have my water measured out. So like I said, you need 1/2 cup of water. And you're just going to kind of pour it right in. Let me point you guys down. Hold on. There we go. Okay, 1/2 cup of water. Okay, now, first step is you want to do 2 to 3 drops of food coloring. I got my blue. I'll do 3. Okay, jiggle it up in there. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to take, I'm going to zip this up because I have to measure so it doesn't make a mess. 1½ cups of oil into the bag. So, got my measuring cup. 1½ cups. I'll do 1 cup first. Okay. If you have somebody around to help you, that might be beneficial because you don't want to spill all your stuff. Okay. And then you need another 1/2 cup. Perfect. Already pretty cool. I'll hold it up for you guys in just a second. Okay, so before we put the antacid tablets in there, I just want you guys to take a look at this. So, like I said, the oil kind of rises to the top because oil and water don't mix well together. And it's not because they don't like each other, it's just because of their chemistry. So it's pretty neat to see how they kind of interact with one another. So the reason for that actually is that oil is hydrophobic, or it's fearful of water, which is kind of weird to think about. So it just kind of separates from the water itself. Now, this is the fun part. So what we're gonna do, hold on, you're going to take your antacid tablet, punch it down, and you're going to break it into a couple little pieces. Try to it will work better with my hand. There we go. Just do it that way. Okay. You ready? Here's the fun part. Now this experiment calls for 2. I would start with 1 just because it's pretty cool. Look at that! So weird. So who can give me a guess as to why this is happening? So we know that oil and water aren't attracted to each other and that they push each other away. And before I put the tablet in, the oil floated to the top. What's happening now? Can anybody take a guess as to what substance is floating to the top now, or what's kind of going on here? Hi, thanks for the thumbs up. It's pretty neat, huh? Let me hear your ideas. I want to know what you think. Okay, so I'll go ahead and spill the beans. So as the antacid tablet dissolves, the sodium bicarbonate within the tablet and the citric acid that's also in it, they're creating a reaction, a chemical reaction like we talked about last week. And it's actually making carbon dioxide gas bubbles. And that's what's making our bubble lamp. So as the bubbles rise, I'm trying to make it so you guys don't see the glare from my window. So as the bubbles rise, they temporarily go up to the surface, as you can kind of see. Kind of really right here is that big geyser. And then they eventually burst and then they fall back down to where they started. Pretty awesome. Isn't that cool? So again, the oil floats to the top too because it's less dense than water. I'm not sure if I specified that, but that's kind of the reason why it kind of sits on top of the water. And you can really tell that with the food coloring that we added in. So that's pretty cool. Now, pull up my instructions here. Okay, so now we're gonna do this a little bit differently. So we're gonna make glow-in-the-dark bubble lamps. So I'm gonna kind of set this one aside, and you need the same materials. Oh, hi Beth. What happens if you shake it up a bit? Let's see. More bubbles appear, huh? Pretty neat. So the oil and water are definitely still separating, but it's just a little cloudy. So I think that's probably because of the carbon dioxide that was created because of it. And they're kind of slowly rising, but it definitely stopped that big geyser that we saw initially. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, so now here comes the fun part. So like I said, you need same materials. We're just going to do this a little bit differently. Instead of using food coloring, we're going to use a paper towel that I've already colored in highlighter, and that's what's going to make this kind of a glow-in-the-dark experiment. So what you need, instead of doing your half cup of water and then adding food color, you're going to take a half cup of water, and I have it right here in this bowl, and you're going to take your highlighter colored paper towel, and you're going to soak it for about 15 seconds, just until all the color kind of comes out. Put you guys down. It really doesn't take long. Try to get as much as you can. You kind of wring it out. Okay, now take your new bag. All right, wish me luck. Nice. Not even a drop spilled. Okay, so that'll replace your food coloring. So let's see here. Okay, so did that. Okay, so now we need 1.5 cups of vegetable oil. Here, let me be smart here and zip this up. One. I'm interested to see how well you'll be able to tell the difference between the oil and water, because before, when we had the water turned blue, it was pretty obvious. Okay, and then half cup. Okay, let's check this out. So you can definitely still kind of tell the water on the bottom. It's just kind of a different yellow hue. Hi, Robin. You're welcome. Oh, Robin, hi. How you doing? I miss you. Robin's an old friend. Okay, continue. So now we are ready to put in our antacid tablets. This time I'm going to do 2. I'm going to go wild. Okay. Pick them all up. Okay, here we go. Okay. What do you guys think? Do you notice any difference? I put in 2 tablets this time. I think the bubbles are definitely bigger. I think this one's way cooler. And it's kind of that same process. The bubbles are rising up, they're temporarily lifting up the water, and then they're bursting when they get to the surface and they're falling back down to the bottom. Pretty neat. And actually, this is kind of crazy. So like I said before, the antacid tablets and the sodium bicarbonate, they're reacting and they're making a carbon dioxide mix. And my bag is actually getting really tight. Hopefully it doesn't bust on me. That would be a mess. Okay. Whew. Can you guys see how full it is? That's kind of crazy. That's awesome. So what do you guys think? Which one did you like better? Did you like the first experiment or did you like this one? Okay, so here comes the fun part. Because I use that highlighter, I need to find a dark area in my house, and let's see if this thing glows in the dark. I'm gonna take you guys with me. Let's go. I'm trying to find a hallway. It is in the middle of the day here. Let's see. Come down here. Kind of glowy. I wish it was nighttime, then you could really tell. But that is pretty neat. Love it. What do you guys think? You think this is cool? Super fun. All right, let's get back to our workstation. Okie doke. So that is all that I have for you guys today. Like I said, this is the Brownie Home Scientist Step 4. I would love to know what your experience is with this experiment. Use different colors, maybe mix colors up, maybe even go super crazy and add 3 tablets. I want to see what you guys experience. So share your pics, share your videos. I would love to see. I hope you guys have a really great day. Great job.